Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning. It's Halloween, trick or treat. You know the deal. All right, I got a nice little lesson for you today. I'm gonna break down the definition of cool from my perspective. Again, I give you my aspect. I know the definition, but we all look at things a little different. So I'm talking about this thing. Back in the day, they called me cool, Daddy Cool. For that James Bond, I do that. All right, but let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, they knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and two might not be true. Yeah, back in the day, my grandmother gave me a nickname when I was a little kid because I was cool. How you conduct yourself, how you act, and those are all states of mind, states of being. But they thought cool was diddy bopping and talking. Yeah, that's an aspect of it. That's a perception. But cool is maintaining what your emotions. All right, mastering your cool is controlling one's emotion. How about that? Let's go. Yeah, they called me Daddy Cool. Now you could just call me Cool. I was given that nickname when I was a little kid, Daddy Cool, by my grandmother because of my swag. I never forget at an early age, my first picture, I'm standing there like this, my first Easter picture somehow. She's, look at Daddy Cool, so that was my little name. All right. So what I saw was cool, okay? People dressed nice, fly gear, nice shoes, gators, everybody looking good, walking cool, got a dip in the hip, slide, glide, and stride. That to me was cool. How they act, how they conduct themselves. So cool was a state of being. You talk cool, you act cool, you walk right, and you always what maintain the air of cool. Some people I know, since I know them, I never seen them lose their cool. My pastor, perfect guy, but see, he called it humble. We call it cool. To him, it's humble. He never gonna not be humble, so he never gonna lose his cool, so to speak. I had to gradually learn that. I'm learning on the fly, right? So yeah, so I wanted, I wanted to be what like the cool dudes, look cool, act cool, do my thing, and get my my credit, and that's what I did. I patted myself at the moment. Okay, doing the stuff I seen him do. To me, that was cool, and they called me because my dad was cool. So little daddy cool. So it stuck for a few people. Matter of fact, it wasn't my people. It was mostly adults, who saw me, a little kid. Look at daddy cool. So it was a little thing, a cute thing. Back in the day, they just let me tell jokes. I can cuss. We all done that. Yo, y'all didn't? Oh yeah, I used to tell my man wild man Steve jokes. I used to do the 75 monkey and can cuss. I remember seeing Eddie Murphy. That's how he grew up. I ain't a comedian, but I remember them days. All right. So yeah, all my life I just wanted to be like the cool dudes. Okay, be seen as a cool dude. 67 years later, I'm still cool. So I've been working on being cool. All right. So back in the day, the hustlers, the pimps, the drug dealers, they was all cool. Product of my environment. I tell you all the time. If I'd have grew up in an era or an environment where they was doing good stuff, like my pastor, righteous people doing good stuff. I'd have probably been a good dude early in life, but no, that wouldn't have worked for me. Why? I wouldn't have had all that experience from being what? Bad. So I start out on the bad side, which is to me at this point good. So if you're gonna go that route, go bad first. Why? Because it'll push you to do good. You won't have to worry about doing that nonsense. If you do good first, I've never seen a good person turn bad. Personally, I've seen bad people turn good. Personally, but being good and going bad, that don't usually you don't usually see that. All right, but my grandmother, my favorite person in the world, she gave me that name, and she called me by it because she told me I was cooler than my dad. She never liked my dad as a parent, and I had to realize this, and I come with grit. But she loved them. She cared about it. And they had their thing. But the way you treat my daughter, I ain't gonna like you. I can't expect somebody who I'm mistreating, abusing, and using to be respected by their parent. Other hand, my first love of my life, me and her mom are like this. And me and her don't speak. So it goes, it's dependent how it goes. It can go anyway. But sometimes it's gonna go good. For me, it went good. All right. But when you can remain cool when being disrespected, robbed, or even locked up, that's cool. Every phase of my life, I had to show I was cool. In face of adverse situation, unusual situation, I didn't freak out. So I maintain that, and I'm gonna take that one to the grave. Some things you take with you, that's when I'm taking that one to the grave. Cool ain't going nowhere. All right. I earned my cool title, okay, many times over. Why? Thanks to my granny installing in me what? That idea of what? Being cool. No matter what's going on. Right now, I call it cool. I see it as cool. But right now we call it control, okay? Self discipline, spiritual discipline. Whatever keeps you at that level, use it. My man called it Christianity. My other dude called it Masonic order, hold you down. You got Muslims doing it. So cool is a state of mind, but being your best self while being maintaining your cool. That's all. And I learned to maintain my cool way back in high school. It started back then. Man, people was talking stuff that I ain't even do. Man, that was crazy. So I learned to don't let the chaos. Remember, chaos is noise and distraction. Don't let that bother you. Stay focused. Okay, I learned that back then, and I did my thing. And even in high school, they knew I was cool. Why? I didn't act a fool and get crazy because of what people said and what was going on around me. I didn't let none of that bother me. Okay, and I played sports, so I had things to keep me busy. But I was the local drug dealer, my little reputation, little thing. So I was again in my neighborhood. I was cool. I took no shit from nobody. You better not come at me with nothing back then. I wouldn't. No, 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 no. You're my enemy. You had a problem. We gonna have a problem. Okay. Yeah, I carried a gun. All right. Even when I got caught selling drugs, kilo of cocaine, deal going down. Guess what? I was cool. When they pulled me over, they ran up on me. I was cool. They doing what they doing. I was cool. Processing. I was cool. When they came to visit my cell to make the deal, I was still cool. Okay. When I did my time, they said you gonna look. You look. The guy said you're looking at about 5 years. I'm sitting there saying, okay, so what I'm supposed? What that mean? Oh, we can give you. We can make it 9 months. What to tell? Tell what? Tell you got. Are you crazy? We don't do that. That wasn't back then. That was unheard of. So snitching, yeah, I made that a new career. Why? To get less time. The guy said 5, just 5 years. So they already knew. So if I'd have told on somebody, I got less. I still got time, but I still got my integrity. I couldn't keep my integrity if I did that. My integrity sold out. I got nothing. So it was a bit more than me to keep my integrity and maintain my cool. Okay, with pride and respect for your oneself. That's also cool. Yeah, 3.5 years in prison. Yeah, I was cool. Okay, walked up out of there. Cool. All right, so yeah, I earned mine. So now, so wait, okay, now, okay, now all these ignorant people, okay, who disrespect me and come at me, and I done got older, so I ain't as aggressive and I ain't as easy to lose my cool. So I maintain my cool, and I'm getting better with that. Even when somebody's put me in a position where I don't tolerate this, no. So I had to humble myself, be cool, and I maintain my cool, aka humble. I told my pastor, "You be proud of me." What do you mean, brother? Right? I didn't react. I'm not that dude not to react. Okay, I'm that dude. Oh, I'm the dude. Yeah, I am that dude. So so I'm getting better, getting older, and cool to me is now being humble. Okay, cool ain't braggadocious walking. No, no, no. Cool is carrying yourself in a respectful, humble manner when at all times, no matter what. That's holding yourself accountable. My actions now are not reactions, they're actions, okay, from what I thought before I do them. Reactions is just reacting to the situation. I don't no longer do that. I used to do that. He loved to do that. I'm not beat for that. And remember, at one, sheesh. At one time, I said, what the hell happened here? I was out in the rain yesterday. They got wet, so I was moving around. So I got paper all messed up. I got blotches everywhere on here. All right, but where was I? Okay, what the hell? In times, okay, what at times in my life, excuse me, in one time in my life, the last thing I was humble. I was arrogant, aggressive, egotistical. Okay, humble wasn't in my repertoire. I was cool. I still cool, but humble wasn't what I was. All right, I was arrogant, cool. I was ego tripping, but I was still what cool. It was my personal rule in life. You're never going to see me freak out. I seen that guy freak out. It was so embarrassing. So I pride myself. I'm never gonna put myself in that predicament. To me, dude, where's your pride? You just lost it, and everybody seen it. You didn't care. That's like putting your pants down, showing everybody your butt. Nobody wants to see that. That's how I felt. Nobody needs to see it. So maintain your cool. Don't show your butt. Even getting caught. When I got caught doing wrong in a few situations, I got to admit, but even then, I was still cool. I had bad situations. I dealt with them the same way. Cool. Didn't make a difference. Now, in life, when you're, when my dad and I got caught together, father and son in the bullpen in prison, got caught out there, and yeah, in the bullpen, I was cool. I didn't know, but I was cool. All right. He, on the other hand, he lost his cool, and he was the reason why. I ain't doing that. Okay, so I got perfect reason. No matter how losing your cool makes you look bad. You can't come back. It's hard to come back from losing your cool. You show your butt. It's hard to unsee your butt. So yeah, I didn't agree with that one, and I refuse to do that with myself. And I have what I know now, self mastery. I had it there, I just didn't know what to call it, but I'm not doing that. I just go sit down and go into my own. I've always went inside myself. Whenever I got into a situation, separate, get away, and start thinking about what the hell you going to do. So I maintain my cool by getting away and thinking, and that's my number one rule in life that I live by. Maintain your cool until you die. I'm not gonna lose my cool. Okay, I'm taking that one to the grave. So cool, you want my cool? Can't have that. Hammer can't touch this. Cool is again a state of mind. Like anything else, it's mental. Again, and you can live in that state of mind just like you can live God conscious, you can live prayed up, you can live saint, whatever it is you can put into effect. Why? You can make it work for you. That's why it's a concept. Right? Think philosophy teaches you what how to keep and maintain your cool. That's what it did for me. When always thinking and doing what's right is maintaining your cool. When you don't get out of pocket, you don't change your character because of the situation. Again, that's cool. I called it maintaining, holding on, whatever you want to call it, right thing philosophy. But you had to what? Manifest it for yourself. So you bring that to the table. I'm cool. Why? Because I think before I act. I don't just react. I think and then I will respond in the right manner. No emotional breakouts, no emotional breakdowns. I'm not going to get all caught up in my emotions and lose my damn mind. Don't happen, won't happen. And people, oh, you just know, I just know how to control my emotions. Emotions are good service, and they serve me well, but they don't lead me. They ain't got a problem. My emotion, first of all, my emotions don't have a problem with what they do for me. Everybody else can have a problem with me and my emotions. That's personal. Work with yours. Don't worry about mine. Oh, you'll never show emotion. Okay, and what's the problem? Moving on. Again, emotions are meant to have and be served, not to run your life. If you run your life by emotion, your life is like this all the time. When you feel good, it's good. You feel bad, it's bad. That's not a good way to live. I'm a flatliner, aka cool. Every now and then you get a blip, let you know I'm here. I'm here. All right, but where we at? Okay, I wake up, I talk to God, and I'm cool all day. Why? Because I'm God conscious. I keep my mind on God and God on my mind. That keeps me cool. See, I can define and justify what I do and what I say. And we use words. Words are meant to define something. Don't say this, but you meant that. Say what the hell you mean. Excuse me. That annoys the hell out of me. If you say this, I understand what that means. But now, when I say that's no, that ain't what I meant. But that's what you said. See, as a teacher, I'm more understanding how to express yourself where it's understood. Okay, articulating how you feel, what you think is an art. You have to practice. Some people just say what they want and think people understand. No, we don't understand. You understand? No, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about. I don't have a clue. But I'm not feeling you. How about that? No, I don't do the feeling thing. I'm hearing, I'm listening to hear what you're saying. So your words got to define what you're talking about. If you're talking, that's what you use the words for. All right, stop at that. Well, yeah, okay, I did that. Okay, well, I'm down here now. Okay, where am I? Okay, my way of thinking, which is right, living, keeps me what? Grounded, cool, humble, whatever you define it, whatever it is. I call it cool because it's a state of being. I like being that state of mind of being what? Cool? Daddy cool. Okay, I live that. I ingratiate that. P-Funk. You got to live up to certain things. You got to make it mean something, if not to you, not for the mind, but at least to you. P-Funk means something to me. That's why I used the name. Oh, you could have got a name. I could have got whatever I want. I got what I want. I can tell you, I'm old school. If I got one in the hand, I don't give a damn about the millions in the bush. If I got one woman, I don't give a damn about all the other women. Why? I have them. Not just them. You don't worry about me. I ain't in competition. Well, I got mine. Some people greedy. I'm not. Moving on. I'm satisfied with what I got, and I take what satisfies me and work with it. Moving on. Okay? In life, that's how the game's played. That's all. You want to make a hope? No, it's real simple. Take what you like, let the rest go. Take what you need, use it as necessary, and let the rest go. Some people just want it all, just want to just have it. Okay, I'm not greedy. Again, if you're not thinking right, okay, daily, you ain't living right. Simple as that. And that's how you live. What you think. If it's right thinking, it's right living. Right thinking leads to right living. Wrong thinking leads to wrong living. It ain't that hard to figure out. Let's go. And when you're living right daily, that's showing how cool you are. But also, there's a reward that comes with that. I didn't know that back then, but now I do. And taking it in, wrapping it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. I got to get out here to the gym. But daily practice of what? My philosophy, aka maintain your cool, will keep you cool. Like, daddy cool. But when James Bond, everybody knew who he was, but what he did. Somebody who didn't know him, they said, what's your name? Bond. James Bond. That used to just make that's called a patty dropper. Women just they just cool, daddy cool. But back in the day, my code word was Mark Wright. Ah! So been there. Moving on, and wrap it up. Ego tripping. Cool is what? Putting in your work behind the scenes. Cool is studying, making sure I got all this laid out before I come here. That's cool. Why? I don't look flustered. I don't look out of place. I ain't panicking. I just get less about those unorganized, disorganized people. Once you believe they organized, no. I don't want you to believe I'm cool. I'm gonna show you I'm cool. That's the difference. And cool is putting in your work when daily. You didn't cool every now and then. Cool, let my God conscious. I don't take it off. When practice daily, what teaches you what? How to be what? Cool. That's what you're learning. That's knowing thyself. How about this? Me and cool is knowing thyself. How about that? But if you're living right daily, then you cool. With who? That's who you want to be cool with. That's you feel me with now? Taking it in. If you can't control your tongue, your hands, oh, you're not cool. You got no self discipline. Self discipline is being cool. Spiritual discipline, holding yourself accountable, that's cool. Y'all call it self discovery. Okay? But if you ain't really discovered yourself, you can't call it self discovery. What you ain't discovered yourself. You don't know yourself. You can't say, I discovered myself. Oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America? No, we know he did. Just like if you don't know you, you ain't discovered you yet. Moving on. Tune in. I can help you do that. Again, I control what come out of my pie hole. I control what I do with these. And that's what makes me cool. And I'm always in control of those things. And if you're not in control of those things, you're going to do something that's what? Uncool. And you got to suffer consequences. Cool is what? Not suffering consequences. Why? Because you're doing the right thing. I never got punished. I never got for what? Being cool. So trust me on that one. Wrapping it up. Last one. Appreciate you tuning in. Your emotions, aka your ego, it should have no say so in your actions whatsoever. Why? Cool don't obey the ego. Cool don't give into emotions. Cool is just that. Cool state of mind where I'm comfortable. I know that stuff. And what I do is what I do. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go and do what I do for me. I do what I do for you here. I got to go take care of me too. That's how it's done. Right thinkers in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minutes a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who cool have passed away. When you cool, you don't die.